What's going on, guys? Still Twins back at you on another video.
And what a comeback we just saw.
Against the Carolina Panthers.
Now, most of the game was boring as hell. Like
basically.
Most preseason games are, but the only reason why I watch is to see players I'm looking forward to, see who's doing good, who's upgrading, who's processing.
Who can make the roster.
Exactly. And I want to talk about the offense first. Offense played okay, actually. Offense played pretty... I mean, they played okay. They played good in the last few possessions.
Yeah.
But they played good overall. Dobbs threw a nice touchdown pass to Justin Hunter.
I believe that was 58 yards.
Yeah, something like that.
That was a very good
pass. It was a very beautiful pass.
By Dobbs.
So, and I'm glad that Justin Hunter's making plays. You know, this is a guy I was excited that we brought in.
I could very well replace Sammy Coates as our deep threat, considering Sammy Coates hasn't really done a lot this offseason and this preseason.
Potentially, yeah. And I hope he makes the 53. This preseason, he's made a huge case, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's made some good plays
Caught
here
a few touchdown passes, especially this big one, which is what we used him for a deep threat.
Exactly.
Especially with his speed and height, so...
Exactly.
He could be a good deep threat for us. He made a strong case to make the 53, though. And one player I want to talk about is Josh Dobbs. He played pretty good.
He had a very, very good game.
I mean, he threw a few good passes. Some were a little inaccurate, which most people concerned about Dobbs. Or what most people were concerned about Dobbs.
Because sometimes he's kind of inaccurate.
Yeah, because of his accuracy. And I've seen a lot of improvement in the past few games, the past few preseason games. And definitely in this game, especially in the last few drives. You know, let's talk about the last drive, actually. Defense made a great third down stop. And
DeMarcus Ayers was in the punt return, and he had a very good return right there.
Very good return.
He was very elusive. He didn't stop on the play. He waited for his blockers. Something that we could
hard to take down. Got a lot of yardage.
Something that we could very well, you know, that could potentially replace Antonio Brown in the punt return in the game.
Possibly, and he put us in a real good field position. This is a guy that I was really big on when we drafted him. Because we drafted him for return specialist purposes. And last year we weren't able to do that because of his injuries.
Plus he was on the practice squad.
I think he made a huge case on this play. Now, one play, it can make you or break you. This play really could have helped him.
Exactly.
It's possible he can make the 53 as a punt returner. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to wait and see till Saturday. Should be interesting though. But I'm really big on DeMarcus Ayers. This was a big play he made. That put us in real good field position. Josh Dobbs went down the field very well. He threw a lot of good passes. Marcus Tucker, man, I want to talk about him. He had a good game.
He really did.
5 receptions, 83 yards, I believe, something like that. And
like the last pass that he caught, you know, he wanted to get that ball. He wanted to, you know, win this game.
He caught it.
Even if it's a preseason game, he wanted to win.
He caught it around the 5. Well, he's trying to make the case for make the roster.
Exactly, basically.
But he made a great catch from Dobbs around the 5-yard line. He fought for yards, put us on the goal line, on the 1-yard line, and
the next play, Dobbs ran it in. So he used his speed as an advantage.
He ran it in for the game-winning touchdown. So a great drive to win the game. Dobbs looked good. Dobbs looked great in that drive.
He did really good in this game.
Blockers did their job. Receivers did good. So it was a great drive.
Defense had a very, very good game too. They made a lot of stops, a lot of turnovers, especially.
They got a few sacks, they got a few picks, a few fumble recoveries.
Exactly.
They got a lot of turnovers. They look real good with the turnovers. But the main problem that really hurt them was the missed tackles.
Exactly.
And that's a problem that we have dealt with for the past few years, even with our starters.
Exactly. You got to make those tackles.
And those missed tackles, you know, they need to either stop or decrease. Of course, I'd rather have them stop. You know,
of course.
That's not going to happen. So hopefully we can work on decreasing them. At least most of them. Because those missed tackles really hurt us.
Yep.
They really do. And speaking of the starters, most of the starters didn't play. Ben didn't play. AB didn't play. Obviously, Bell didn't play because he's not. He reports tomorrow, which should be interesting, actually. Bryant didn't play. I think James played, but only for one possession. Most of the defensive starters didn't play. So, and that goes the same with the Panthers. Which I agree with because they're trying to get them ready for week 1.
Exactly.
You don't want to risk any injury on your starters.
Exactly.
Come week 1.
You cannot risk anything.
Exactly. And, you know, defense is pretty good. I mean, the missed tackles could have used some work, but other than that, defense is pretty good.
The main defensive player that probably did really good for the Steelers was probably... that's really tough.
Mike Hilton did real good. Jacob Hagan, he did real good.
LJ Ford did really good with the tackles.
Ford, yeah, he's a player that made a strong case in the preseason and in training camp.
He really did.
I think he'll make the roster. LJ Ford, man, you know, he made a strong case to make the roster. He had a good game. He got a sack along with Mike Hilton, who's still having a great preseason. It really would shock me if he doesn't make the roster.
Quite frankly, I think Mike Hilton made a very strong case to make the roster. Even
and
LJ Ford.
LJ Ford, I think the inside linebackers are going to be Ryan Shazier, Vince Williams, Tyler Matakavas, and LJ Ford. That's a good inside linebacker core.
That really is.
Very young, physical inside linebacker core.
Yeah, very talented.
I really like it.
Yep.
And we can, rotate him if we have to.
Exactly.
So that's really nice. And another player I want to talk about is Malik Golden, who actually is he's a rookie safety from Penn State. He's a guy that I was actually looking forward to in this game.
He did pretty decent in this game. He did make a very good interception, but he did suffer an injury while making the pick.
Yeah,
I think it was a groin injury.
Yeah,
I believe
he injured his groin. It would have been a pick 6 if he didn't injure himself. Either he injured himself on the landing or stretching for the pick. I don't know, but hopefully he's fine. I'm not sure if he's going to make the roster.
But maybe the practice squad.
Yeah,
I think he made a good performance to at least make the practice squad.
Yeah, I think he's going to be one of our players to make the practice squad. And, hopefully he gets better, man. Another player that got injured, unfortunately, is Cameron Sutton with a hamstring injury.
Hopefully it's not too severe.
Yeah, because I like Cam Sutton.
I think Sutton can be a very good slot corner for us.
He allowed this one big play to a receiver on the deep ball, but he did do a good job to make sure he was marked down by contact. So that's pretty good. But we had Cameron Sutton on the outside, which honestly I think we could do that in the future.
But I think it's gonna have to take time for him to develop.
Yeah, that's why I like us to start him in the slot, and I think we will do that depending on how severe his injury is. I don't know who's gonna start in the slot day one, but we'll find out. But yeah, man. A lot of players made a lot of great cases to possibly make the 53.
Oh yeah.
Dobbs, which is a no-brainer. Tucker, Watson. I want to talk about Watson.
Terrell Watson,
probably the player of the game, man.
Like he had a very, very good game here.
Yeah, he had 89 rushing yards. 80 of them came in the first half. He had a real good game. I like him, man. He's a smart, hard, physical runner. Fights for yardage. Hard to take down.
He doesn't give up on a play until he's down.
I like him.
He does not give up. I like him.
I think honestly, he deserves to make the 53. Honestly, in my opinion,
because Tucson hasn't really done a lot.
He has been the most outstanding running back in preseason.
He really has. I think behind James Conner.
I could put Conner in there, but I think Watson did more.
Yeah, he really did.
He played more, which that's an advantage for him. But he did real good. I think he could make the roster over Tucson. Tucson didn't play, so I think it would be kind of retarded if Tucson makes the roster and he barely played.
Exactly.
Watson should make the roster.
Watson, I think, made a very strong case to make the main roster.
If he doesn't make the roster, then he's definitely going to be practice squad. At least I hope, because I really like Watson. I always thought he was a major sleeper when we first picked him up.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Dobbs, Tucker, Watson, Justin Hunter, Mike Hilton, LJ Ford, just to name a few. They all look good in this game. They all made great cases to join the 53. So, or to make the 53.
Yep.
But we'll players get cut on Saturday by 4 o'clock?
By 4 o'clock. Saturday by 4 o'clock.
Should be very interesting. We will make a reaction video to
who got cut, who made
the roster. So look out for that Saturday. It should be interesting. What I'm really looking forward to is seeing who gets cut in the cornerback position. Will Sensabaugh get cut? Will Cockrell get cut?
Which I hope.
Please. It's gonna be interesting. Will Senquez Golson get cut? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
It really is.
That's what I'm really looking forward to. And
like the receiver position, especially the receiver position, because we got a lot of talented receivers that want to make the roster.
Yeah, is Hamilton gonna make the roster? Is Hunter gonna make the roster? What are we gonna do with Hayward Bay? Marcus Tucker made a great case. Is he gonna make the roster after one game? I'm not sure. Honestly, he could be a good practice squad player, maybe.
I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting to see, but good game though. We won. We finished the preseason 3-1, was our best record in years.
Yeah, perhaps, I think.
But anyway, that's the end of the preseason, man. Regular season is in a week. Well, it's basically in a week, but our first game's in a week and a few days, a week and a half.
Yep, so next up, regular season, week 1, against the Cleveland Browns.
It's going to be very interesting, man. But first, we got to see who gets cut, man.
Exactly.
But it's the end of the preseason.
Regular season's coming up. So cannot wait.
That's it, man. So, goodbye preseason. It was nice seeing it, but it's regular season time, man. It's time for real football.
Exactly.
So I cannot fucking wait, man. But hope you guys enjoyed the game. Anyway, let's get ready for Saturday, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later. Peace.